FOC time. Thank you for joining me live. Woo! I guess it went a little bit live. Technical difficulties. It's fine though. We're all good. How y'all doing? Thanks for joining us, Raw Report, Secret Variant. Just a little pre-gaming before tonight's drunken chat, man. Yeah. Apparently, I have a lot of the wrong slides. That's fine, because I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to find out where the heck the rest of these slides are. There we go. It's not the late night Raw that I was hoping it was supposed to be there. So yeah, what up? What up, guys? Let's get into this shit, because this is what we need to do. We need to cover this. So I'm going to get my screen fixed up here and get you guys shared up on screen. Okay. So, as you guys know, I've been doing this little thing called the Secret Variant on Sunday nights, kind of late, but it's Friday, and we're about to get into previews. But before we get into previews, I wanted to take an opportunity to go through what is right now on FOC, because these are going to be due October 26th. So you got 3 days to figure out if you want any of this stuff. So we're just going to start right off the top. And you guys can, of course, see my tab. What do we got cooking for Drunken Chat, man? Come on. You know I got to start chumming the waters. But can't reveal details before. So, but it's previews tonight, so it's more drunken previews. And, of course, we got the Comic-Con coming up after that. I was trying to get Lucas on here, but he's probably taking his nap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll until them dudes go live over on Hot 10, and I'm probably going to take a nap. And then we're probably going to go until like 3 a.m. tonight. So just be ready for all that. But really appreciate you guys checking me out live. So first things first, we got Big Girls number 4. It says, Girl Fight. We discovered the High Marshal Tannic is such a bad guy, or is he? Okay. Black Magic number 16. I know I remember having these really early on and really kind of dumping them really early on, and I really shouldn't have sold them so early. But Black Magic number 16, and the MR stands, of course, for Midnight Release, just in case you guys didn't remember that. Let's see here. Commanders in Crisis number 2 of 12 is cover A, and cover B right here. And then, of course, we have to check the previews variants list to see if there's an incentive variant. There's your cover C. So Commanders in Crisis number 2, orders due. Then we got Darkness number 1, 25th anniversary commemorative. Okay, I do remember seeing that title from the old Top Cow days. And then, of course, we got Die number 15, which has a Stephanie Hans variant. Pretty cool. Singlets variant, too. That's even more dope. And I'm not reading Die at all, so can't really tell if it's a good one or not. But Ice Cream Man 21, and multiple covers that one. And yeah, so then we got Mercy, which is a trade paperback. And then what else we got here? That's another trade paperback from Moonshine. We got Raccoon's number 22, second printing. So that one's going to need to be in your second print stack. And I'm really, really happy about this one. 7 to Eternity. Definitely getting back on to the 7 to Eternity train for the final story arc. I don't know. We'll see what happens with it, because it's one of those properties that's going to have a finite story. I'm actually kind of happy about that. Stillwater by Zdarsky. After witnessing what happens to the rule breakers in Stillwater, Daniel must come to terms with what it means to live forever. And what exactly is a death day? Okay. Well, that's weird. Not reading it, so I don't understand anything that's going on there. This is That Texas Blood. Third print and second print both having their final order cutoffs due for the same day. So that should give you That's number 1 third print, number 2 second print. I'm sorry, I'm reading that too fast. Number 3 second print, and number 4 second print, and it's basically the same cover with different colors. That is why I was confused, thinking they were releasing the same print on the same day, but that's not how it's going down. And then we have Walking Dead number 3 cover A, which is the new Finch cover, and then the cover B, which is the Moore and Craig cover, which it looks like, again, they're going to continue the fashion of having the cover Bs be your original version of the first Walking Dead. Then you got your C and your D, and we haven't seen the cover for D yet. What up, man? What up? What up? Thanks for coming and checking me out. Yeah, so that's the Image stuff. So let's see what we got on Dark Horse. Art of Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, and then the hardcovers, and then the hardcover deluxe edition, 40 and 80 respectively. Assassin's Creed Valhalla Song Glory 2. I'm not reading any of these. Barbalian Red Planet. Critical Role of Exandria Might 9. Deluxe hard. What the? $124. Alright, so Dark Horse is on some ill. I don't know what they're on right now, but they got more than just comics. You look like Death Tales Umbrella Academy 3 of 6. And there's A, B, and C covers for those. Check for incentives on the other thing, and if anything, I'll do a secret variant on just the second prints and incentives if I don't see them here. But there is some second prints on that FOC list, of course. So IDW's, of course, got Alien Invasions History, Aliens and Pop Culture hardcover, cool. The book tour. Graphic novel, IDW My Little Pony 5-pack short comic box. So yeah, you can buy a short 5-pack of My Little Pony comic boxes. And then, of course, the Last Ronin second printing is on FOC right now. Sea of Sorrows, number 1 of 5. And for all you guys who neglected to order first print of, let's just say this. If you neglected to order first print of Last Ronin, don't worry, because everybody's going to have the second print. And the second print, as you know, will be more desired than the first print, because it's not a first print, it's a second print. It's the rare second print. It's going to be less printed than those. So, yeah, you guys know I'm cracking jokes here. So, now DC normally isn't available through this list, but it is showing that Nightwing 76, both the what? Okay, so I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like that's the same book solicited twice. So thanks for that previews. And then of course we got Rorschach right here, number 2. I've got to work out something on how to look up the Diamond stuff, because I don't have an account with DC. So, and they also just came out with some news today that talked about how they're shortening up a lot of stuff. It's starting to get more picky about the late printings to pick up. Publishers are taking advantage of the spec trend. They are. Yeah, they are. They're noticing. But anyway, so moving on to the rest of these, I will say this. It is ones like this that make it kind of hard to not buy it. I mean, it's not showing it, is it? No, it didn't show it. Jerks, it's opening up in new windows. So this one right here keeps opening up in a new window. Won't let me open it to show you, but I'll actually just when we're done here, let me see if I can go back to this list. But this one right here is a really cool looking second print. It's the Moon Knight Phoenix. I'm probably on board for that one. But let's take a look at the rest of the Marvel stuff, because here's the goods. So we got, of course, some omnibuses here. Avengers Gathering omnibus hardcovers. Marvel Snapshot for Avengers, Marvels, and of course it's Alex Ross stuff. So I know that's going to be big. Avengers Marvel Snapshot number 1 Staz Johnson variant. And then of course here's some of our second prints and some of the other variants for X of Swords. So this is the status quo on how they're doing the second prints during X of Swords. They are venturing away from just the recoloration that they were doing, where they were just basically changing one color or something like that. But they are just going ahead and they're doing it with like a weird little trade dress, like kind of like X of Swords over top of the old picture. But the variant is up for number 6, and it's the Scrocy. I hope I am not messing or butchering that name, because I hate it when people butcher my name. And then, of course, you got your regular cover. And then, yeah, so Phil Noto killing it on those covers for sure. And then, of course, we've got more Alex Ross down here for Captain America 25. There's a lot of secondary buzz about Captain America number 25. I don't know. I think it's a pretty iconic cover. To the rescue to the Daughters of Liberty, trapped in Madripoor. Captain America and his closest allies marshaled their forces, but waiting in the wings for them is the reborn Red Skull. Plus the debut of an all-new Agent 13. And that, I think, right there is the reason why. The Phoenix variant, of course, with the upcoming stories going on in Avengers, is something to pay attention to. And then, of course, we have these Captain America Verge Captain America variant, which is the supposed to be the Native American homage variants. And then, of course, there's actually a Scotty Young variant. Got Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Cap. 3 amigos right there. And then we got Captain America Winter Soldier complete collect trade paperback. Complete collection. Oh, yeah, that's actually the Winter Soldier saga, looks like. Captain Marvel 22 is already up for a second printing. So we'll be looking for the cover art once that is a little bit closer towards Monday, most likely. And then we got Daredevil hardcover by Chip Zdarsky again. Fantastic Four number 26. 25 just came out. Now, this Namor Phoenix variant, kind of cool, I gotta say. You know, the Phoenix variants might do well. It all depends on what actually happens. If this team of these guys, if it's any one of these Avengers, I think that shows up and it turns out to be them that, were in that picture behind Wraith. Shout out to Gary Nusser, the Comic Perspective. So what we got going on here? I've learned my lesson, Ultra. I will 98% avoid store variants from now on unless it's for PC. Hey, sometimes if you got burnt on selling them, man, that's what happens, and you slow down, and it's kind of a sigh of relief because it gives you money to go back and dive into some other stuff. Hey, what's up, man? I'm hanging in there right now, man. it's good. What's up, Raider Bear? Thanks for really joining us, man. So yeah, let's get back over here. So these Phoenix variants again. The speculation is that they are the ones again that show up as the Lords of Light. Multiple Lords of Light in whatever's going on with King in Black and Null and Wraith. But here we go. Hellions number 5 getting a second printer ready, and then of course we got an Inyuk Lee variant. He's doing the Exoswords variant next, so kind of cool. And now that I know that this thing won't let me open up pictures in new windows, or it won't let me open up this picture in this window. I will have to make some slideshows next time and screw this page. But the Hellions number 6, of course, the Exoswords variant right here by Inyuk Lee is probably going to be one that will need to be requested by your shops because you know how they do. And then of course Immortal Hulk number 40, continuing on, and then of course they got a She-Hulk version of the Phoenix variant. And then of course we got this the Immortal Hulk homage variant, and then there's a spoiler variant for 40, so we'll find out about that. Juggernaut number 3, and then Marvel Portfolio hardcover Peach Momoko. I don't usually spec on hardcovers, but with the way her artwork is moving right now, there might be some people out there that might want this and they might miss it. So it might be a spec play. You never know. Hey man, thanks for joining us live here, and that's what you said. I want to see that. Let's go to the book. I swiped my card again. There are some ones out there that flip for good money. So I mean, if you guys are onto it, I'm avoiding a lot of indie store variants and things like that. But some other things, again, I collect what I like, and I think you should too. And if you collect what you like, you never buy wrong. But this right here, Marvel's Voices, Indigenous Voices number 1. That is pertaining to what is going on with these variant covers for the month. So there is actually a Ghost Rider variant That's kind of cool. And then there's the David Mack variant, which also looks kind of cool. And you probably recognize his artwork from a lot of the Jessica Jones variant covers. Yeah, he was doing those, and of course he was doing, you know, the Alias stuff too. And then of course there's Danny Moonstar. Pretty cool artwork right there, I think, especially if you're a fan of Moonstar. Now, Spider-Man 19 second print variant, that one has got a final order cut off this Monday as well with all the rest of these. So you want to get in on that one if you are on that Miles collection. New Mutants 13 getting a second print. We already know it's going to be that, you know, weird Extra Swords trade dress over top of the first print cover. We got, you know, New Mutants by Ed Britson, Volume 1, which is their, you know, latest run, which I guess is kind of cool. I've got the Local Comic Shop Day variant, which of course Local Comic Shop Day was again announced again today, and I hope you guys are ready for that one, because that one should be fire. And then let's see, so Spider-Man Noir, yeah, of course that one ended, I think, with issue 5, and then we got Spider-Woman number 6. So issue 5 had a 1 in 500, like Lucas was pointing out, so I don't know how heavily ordered these are going to be. But that there are some variants, it looks like. And then Todd Nauck. Speaking of Todd Nauck and drawing Spider-Woman, anybody have any luck finding that Silk number 14, 1 in 25 variant? Absolute ghost. Still a ghost. Now, I should have bid higher on that one that was up when it came up for sale. I'm kicking myself for not doing it. But anyway, Star Wars Bounty Hunters, and of course, thank you for John Tyler Christopher to return to the action figure variant game for the Star Wars ones, because they are the only ones I'm collecting, and I, in my humble opinion, think that those are the only ones worth collecting. But if you like some of the other action figure variants, I did pick up the run of Secret Wars ones just because of the nostalgia of them, but I really wasn't feeling a lot of the other ones, and I know the qualifiers for them are hardcore, and I know some of them were super low ordered, but man, some of them are cool. I mean, some of them warrant me picking them up, but I'm definitely not going to be trying to assemble a full run of those. That's just insanity. But let's see what else we got here. Of course, for all you Star Wars fans, Darth Vader is getting a second print for issue number 6. If that's your dude on the cover right there, then it's probably going to be a pickup for a lot of people. So let me just check the chat, see what's going on, and if anybody in the chat knows what's going on with that one, you know, hit them up. Definitely hit them up before they get the final order cut off, because you guys may know about it, but like Gary Nusser says, the general public may not until it's way too late. And that is the advantage of watching this FOC show. So at this time, please be sure to hit that like, hit that thumb up, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you can, guys. It really helps me out. I'm kicking it at 180-something subscribers. I really appreciate like the 100+ of y'all that found this underground show recently. And yeah, you know, let me also do this here real quick, because I was negotiating with this dude, and I told him about Drunken Chat. He asked me if I was a comedian. I just told him about Drunken Chat, because I made an offer on a book, and it only had, you know, front cover, and he was like, if you're just talking about pressing books and all that, don't show the back cover, I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm like, well, come on, dude, you sent me the offer. Like, I watched the book, I got an offer, and it's like, I sent a counter offer, because I was like, come on, man, I can't see any back covers, and I can't tell, but this book looks like it's like way up in the top spine, so if I gotta press it, I gotta press it, you know. But I just sent him a relatively good offer, because he sent me pictures of the book, and I really, really appreciate him doing that. Let's see if he accepts. And if he doesn't accept before too late, I'll buy the book listed for somebody else and retract the offer. Anyway, so the rest of this FOC list is goods. So we got Swordmaster number 12. I saw somebody talking about the first appearance of Swordmaster actually happening in a Japanese digital manga, and that is true, but it's digital. So even if you find the trade paperback of that one, I don't know if the trade paperback was ever reprinted before Swordmaster was printed in English in Marvel Comics. So good luck. I don't believe that is the case. So my sharks out there, if it's one of the brain sharks, have them go dive down the internet. And if I get around to it, it might be a Spec Matrix in the future, but it's way on the back burner. But here is some of the things that I want to point out. So you guys notice that everybody who wears the symbiote is a regular human, like Eddie Brock, Flash Thompson, Cleese Cassidy, all those other peoples. But when the symbiote was on Peter, Peter was already, of course, enhanced because of his spider powers. And that is the reason why I think Peter gets the Venom symbiote back at some point during King in Black. I really think he does. I think there's a reuniting between the two of them, and he gets the actual symbiote because he's going to have to be in the symbiote in order to be amplified enough to take down Null. And I think Peter might be the hero that we're looking for. So we'll see. I know that's wild left field, speculation, but some of these things are showing. The King in Black, man, really shows him getting back in the suit. So I really think that's going to happen. Let's see here. And then, of course, there's all these variants. King in Black Super Log variant, too. Love the Super Log stuff, so I'm probably going to be looking at that one. And Thor number 8, second print. Cool. All right, now here's what's cool. So this is usually a good idea of what's going on. True Believers, King in Black, Monster World, and it looks like the Planet of the Symbiotes. So here we go again. And then, of course, we got Thunderbolts. And if that's a True Believers, it might have something to do with something's going on. Venom 27 4th print does show the Agent Venom Anne on the cover. So that might actually be something a little bit spec-worthy for some of you guys out there. Venom number 30, of course, and of course it's going to have a Stegman variant. I've been picking up all these Stegman variants. They are black covers. They're dark covers, so they're going to be absolutely just savage 9.8s. So I wish you guys luck if you are grading those. And what up? Azor's in the house, man. So, yeah. We're just killing it here, Azors. We're killing it with this FOC list. So we got some more Warhammer second prints going on. Widowmaker's Red Guardian, Yelena Belova. Okay, so this is interesting. And then, of course, here's a Jae-Young Lee variant. That's probably going to be pretty popular. And then, of course, we've got, what else is this one? A Samney variant for that one as well. So the Widowmaker's Red Guardian, Yelena Belova. And you know why I think they're doing this? And this is the reason why the Black Widow series that they just have right now, where they had the Campbell variant for the first issue, and then they had the Campbell variant for the second issue. You ever wonder why they're pushing Yelena Belova so much? Is because you guys already know, if you're MCU fans, you know they already killed off Natasha. So they're going to be pushing Yelena a lot in the future. So I would be looking towards her first print if you haven't already. The first appearances of her, of course, are on that Dynamic Forces variant. And there's, signed versions and unsigned versions. But that Black Widow Marvel Knights, for sure. As this happens, I believe that book's probably going to see a little bit more heat. So if you're already invested in that one, good luck to you on selling it. X-Force 14, and of course I'll be doing, I add all these to my Exosword spec sheet so I can just keep track of it all. Because I build PowerPoints as we go, so as information comes out. Now here's the thing. Dynamite's got, no, okay, it doesn't have too many, but it's all Mars Attacks, Red Sonja. So it's all these crossovers, and it's got a couple of covers, but Virgin covers and things like that. And then Vengeance of Vampirillas. Perillo, of course, killing it on every color, every single cover he does over there. Ben Oliver's covers look really good too. And then there's just more. There's even cosplay variants and Virgin covers. Boom Studios. Let's see what we got here. Because I know they like to shove later printings down. It is Friday, so I don't see anything else showing up here. But Buffy the Vampire Slayer Willow number 5s. Got A, B, and C covers, and then of course you got your Faithless A, B. You got your Firefly A and B. Your Jim Henson Storyteller Ghosts hardcover, $25 hardcover, huh? Dune number 2. This is the local comic shop day 2020 Dune. Okay, so that's cool. So the local and then the local comic shop day 2020 Lumberjanes number 75, and then we've got local comic shop day 2020 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers foil variant. So yeah, with there being local comic shop day variants for Peach Momoko, that's probably going to do some major illin. And of course, I got one of my animals out there. Now this is, of course, all these are local comic shop days, so these are not really something that you could have gotten previously, but now your stores can ask them. And I think local comic shop day is being opened up to every single store. So please, guys, make sure you go ahead and take care of that. And go talk to your store about getting some of these variants, because there's a foil variant for Something Is Killing the Children number 1. All right, so I know how you guys are on all these later printings, especially with Boom Books. So really, all these LCSD markings, man, that's nuts, because you guys are going to eat them up. But there are multiple later printings here. We got Power Rangers, of course, trade paperback volume 13, Once a Future 13, covers A and B. Something Is Killing the Children number 12, the main cover, and then the cover C, Bloody Sketch. And then, of course, We've Only Found Them When They're Dead number 2, third print. More comics and graphic novels. Wow, I mean, there's probably, yeah, there's a ton. Let's see. Keep going. Wow, yeah, so I'm not going through all that. We can go through some books, some trading cards, some statues, and some other things, but you know what? Previews is going to be happening later tonight on It's Drunken Chat, so it's going to be It's Drunken Previews, and I know you guys should probably check in for that, so let me just check to see. Does anybody know the print count for that Something Is Killing the Children number 1 foil variant? Local comic shop day probably will have that information, Azores, if you're looking for that. But I would still, right now, if you aren't a LCS yourself, I would be calling your LCS and making sure you get onto that one, because it's probably going to get allocated, just like any of the local comic shop day books do. They're going to get allocated, so you can request them all you want. There's going to be some of them. They're going to be one per stores, you know, things like that. Those are going to be the ones that. All New Wolverine number 1 local comic shop day variant, New Mutants number 1 Magic local comic shop day variant. Those are the 2 that I was fortunate to get. There was also a Green Lantern number 1 local comic shop day variant, and that was for the Grant Morrison run. That one also had some heat. I don't know what any of these books are doing, because I'm not really chasing any of them right now. But yeah, so you know, basically that's where it is. So I hope you guys are well, and I hope you guys will tune in to, of course, CBSI's Hot 10, probably coming up here in about 10 or 15 minutes. So check out the guys there, and then of course, big night tonight. So it's drunken previews after the Hot 10. Probably going to tap out around 3 a.m. But then after that, it's going to be the Comic-Con, man. Have I ever read I Love Marvel? No, I haven't ever read I Love Marvel. And I got my cat just beating the shit out of my window right now. I don't know if you guys can actually hear that through the microphone, but it would be wild if you couldn't, tell you the truth. But FOC, thanks again for joining in for that one. Hang around for a second. I'm gonna go take care of this stupid animal, and I might have a mail call for you. How about that? All right. Yeah, I kind of do like Marvel books. I prefer to flip Marvel books and collect Transformers, you know, but nobody else does like me. So yeah, if you stuck around this late, guess what? Stop sharing my screen, and then share another screen. Did I do it right? I think I did it right. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, again, thank you guys for coming and checking out this shit live. Because, you know, like I said, this is just a little guerrilla operation I do. Guerrilla warfare is how I like to roll comic book style. Because, you know, got to hit them hard, hit them fast. So let's see here. Do I got a good slide to show you guys? Yeah, Maximus Mail Call. There we go. Let me find out. All right, so you guys are watching the next episode of the Maximus Mail Call without even me having to do a live stream announcement. Got this one in here. This came from a prominent comic shop who has an online facilitation of taking orders outside of eBay. So did you know that that's one of the requirements for the new DC account? Yeah, you have to have a non-auction facilitation of payment system for shipping and purchasing books. So yeah, this one was tight. Tight. RChems, thanks for joining us, man. What's going on? You missed most of the FOC stuff. Now I'm opening at goods. Hope you're getting ready for Drunken Chat. And, of course, Late Night Raw, brought to you by my eBay page, which dude has not accepted my offer on this book yet, so. And it might just happen to be a book I might be talking about later. So I can't tell you guys what it is. And if you are that guy watching right now, I sent you an offer that's $2.99 lower than your asking price. Anyway, all right. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, it looks like these are not bad bags either. So, if you guys, of course, checked out Drunken Chat last week, you remember this one? It's gangster because it's Champions versus Avengers, and I think this Divided We Stand variant is one of the harder qualifiers, as you guys remember, because you guys know I like to discover these extremely hard to find qualifiers. And I got another copy of this book because, of course, the first copies were starting to sell, and I was like, yeah, no brainer. This one is that bubblegum cover by Gwenpool, which is faded pink. And I'm sorry, I got to take off your comment. Where's your comment at, man? There it is. So here we go. So this right here is the Gwenpool number 8 Divided We Stand variant. And what's really cool about this book is it fades to pink. So kind of cool. But yeah, it's got, of course, a lot of good people on the front going after Gwen. Kind of upset with her. And then I had to buy this one because, of course, Solo is definitely one of my favorites. And this, of course, right here is the Deadpool versus Solo Divided We Stand variant. Got this from Graham Crackers. So give a shout out to Graham Crackers. If you guys don't shop there, you probably should. They do package books really well. And then, of course, I got a lovely package from another comic seller. I'm going to open it right now. Let's see here. And another one, of course, shoved perfectly in an envelope with a mailer, aka reinforced cardboard that would make anybody happy to get it. And oh my god, I got 23 people watching live. You guys, I'm about to go off the air here, but thank you all for joining, for real. I am flattered to have that many of you guys watching me live, open up some packages and talk some shit about some comics. And of course, I'm going to check the chat to make sure anything going on. No. Okay. Well, I gotta really give a really big shout out because he packages everything really, really well. I gotta see. I don't even know what I'm opening in here. Blind bags. Yay. Oh, there's a lot of books in here, man. Like, I was expecting like a book or two, but like not this many. So, let's see what we got here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. This is a care package, and I gotta say, fantastic. This right here, these two, and if you aren't buying these right now, you need to go hit them up. We got the Department of Truth #1 Wanda Comics variant. Just a sick-ass cover, and if you haven't read this book, it's nuts. I'm loving it myself. I'm all about the conspiracy theories, for sure. And then this one right here, absolute just genius of a cover. And this is the Scumbag #1 Virgin variant. So this is actually a version of the 1 in 50 foil and the 1 in 100 silver and gold foils. So you guys should check out Wanda Comics. Hit them up. Because, of course, the guy has been probably one of the oldest eBay sellers around, takes care of me every time I buy books. I really appreciate him too, man. He's just a good guy, and of course, he used to write for Wizard back in the day, so he's a celebrity. So shout out to Drew from Wanda Comics, just absolutely crushing, man. Thanks for the care package, dude. And probably gonna be giving away some of those books on chat. Some of them, 2 of them, I have to give to my wife. I can't tell you what they are though, because I gotta talk to him about them first and make sure I can can kind of do that. But I really do, again, appreciate you guys checking me out live. Of course, CBSI is probably going to be hitting live with that Hot 10. So let me burn through some of these stupid old slides I got over here. Of course, man, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Man. So got the controllers now. So thank you guys again for joining me. And of course, you guys want to hit that like and subscribe. But later tonight, I'll be over on Drunken Chat, and that'll be 12:30 a.m.-ish. I don't know how late we're going to go, probably till about 3. And then you want to check us out at 9 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to have some good stuff going on. So, of course, you can find me on eBay, Ultra Maximus with a 1. And if you are, of course, that guy who did not accept my offer yet, go ahead and hit that offer accept, man. I mean, shit, I gave you a $2.99 discount. Not a big deal, right? Appreciate you guys checking me out, too. This has been the Secret Variant. Thanks for tuning in. Later.